What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Gaps and Giggles, where you can see some gaps in there, some giggles, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do these eyebrows. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna be doing an eyebrow tutorial on how you can get your eyebrows to look really, really good on a budget. I got this little eyebrow brush. I have this eyebrow pencil. I have a little definer that we're gonna go in with our concealer, and then I have my e.l.f. concealer, and you guys know I love e.l.f., okay? Period. Okay, so first I go in with my little eyebrow brush, and I just make sure that the eyebrow is, you know, in the shape that I desire. With my eyebrows, I feel like I am kind of blessed because they already do have a natural shape, so it feels like it's easier to kind of fill them in. But even when you don't have that natural arch, it is good to brush your eyebrows in the direction of which you feel like you would want them to go. So I like mine arched, and I like them, you know, on the thicker side. So I kind of just... oh my god, it's so dry. Use primer, you guys, but here you go. Okay, so you see how like I pushed my eyebrows like up so that they can go in the direction that I wanted. And I know you guys heard that quote that eyebrows are not supposed to be twins, more like sisters, period. So then I actually will go in with my brow definer and just lightly, you guys, lightly define the eyebrow. Lightly. And I kind of start from the middle, and then I go towards the end. And I kind of just like skip the front part, because the front part, you really want it to be like really natural. I can't even get my words together, but you guys know, like, leave it really, really, really like natural in the front, and then kind of just go from light to dark. So I start in the middle, and I kind of just lightly go in. So you see how it already is like developing that shape, like, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so then I just go in and just make sure that it's, you know, a defined shape. I used to do the pomade, or the pomade, or you know what I mean, the pomade. I can't even say it, you guys. I used to use that, but like I just felt like I didn't like how defined it looked. I kind of like my eyebrows to look a little bit more natural, you know? So then you see how I just left that part alone, and it looks more natural. Like I didn't even fill that part in. I kind of just started from the middle and worked my way, and remember, light to dark. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side, starting in the middle, and kind of just gently, you know, kind of define it. And just doing the same thing. And I just make sure that I'm just looking at both of them, like while I'm drawing, and making sure that they look just like about even. They're not always gonna look perfect, you guys. They're really not. But as long as they have like similar shapes, then you're good. And I kind of just love the shape of my natural eyebrow, so I kind of just, you know, fill that in. But there were points, you guys, where I like shaved my eyebrows off, and I was just having to kind of just go with the shape of my desired look. You have to know your face, you guys. Like, some people's face looks good with skinny eyebrows. Some people's face looks good with thicker eyebrows. Like, it just depends. I feel like, me personally, I like the thicker eyebrow look, and I'm just going in. I do like them to look a little bit darker, not too dark, you know, not too dark, but like I like them to look a little bit darker. That's just how I like it on my face, and that just depends on like the color you get as well. Like the color I got for this one is Cold Brew, so it's the Morphe brow pencil in Cold Brew, and I feel like it really goes with my face. But you see how like I just kind of filled it in and it's already creating that natural shape where they look even. Like, I really, really love it. And I don't really touch, you know, like the beginning of my eyebrow. Like, I just really don't touch it because, like, I don't want it to look like, you know, those blocks on your face, like those heavy blocks. And then at the end of the Morphe brow pencil, it does have the little brush as well. So this is different from this. I like to use this one before I add the, you know, the pencil on there. And then I like to use this one just to like blend it in and make sure it's like blended so that it doesn't look, and my eyebrows are really dry, by the way, but so that it doesn't look so like harsh. Like, it has that smooth, you know, transition. And then it also shows like if you need to add a little bit more of your pencil. Like, for me, I feel like I can add a little bit more on this one. And you guys, it's just a really, like, it's really trial and error when it comes to your eyebrows. Like, you just really have to know what you like what is the look that you're going for, you know? For me, like, I like for them, like I said, to look like I really like for them to look natural, you know? Let me see. But I also like that thicker look because I feel like for my face, like, I like the thick eyebrows. And I also like the arch. So even if you don't have an arch, you guys, draw one. Like, this is makeup, okay? Like, you can literally get any type of style you want by using your makeup. So just make that eyebrow a little bit, you know, the arch a little bit more. And then if you don't like it, just, you know, kind of just tone it down. The ends, I really like for the ends to be nice and crisp. Really nice and crisp. And then it doesn't really matter if you guys make mistakes. Like, it doesn't matter if you guys make mistakes, like, with, you know, like the pencil, like the brow pencil, because then you're going to go in with the concealer and the concealer is just going to make it, like, all better. Like, it's just going to make it all better. So, okay, so now I'm going in with my angled brush and then some concealer just to make sure that, you know, all of the little imperfections are, you know, gone. And then it also gives it that beautiful highlighted look that I love. That's the wrong one. That I love. And I usually use a concealer at the bottom that's about maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter, just so that I can get that highlighted look. And I just make sure that I go in with tracing it. Okay, and then you see how, like, I'm following the shape of the eyebrow with the concealer, and it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of, like, steadiness. Like, I can't even talk and do it at the same time. It's, like, so hard, but yeah.
And just follow that shape. You see? And then sometimes it can tell you, like, when putting the concealer, it can tell you, like, if you need to add a little bit more of your, like, brow pencil or your pomade, or I still can't say it, but yeah. And then I'm just gonna go in with, like, the other one. Y'all, I'm breaking out so bad, like, don't even judge me.
And, you know, it's like I said, it's not going to be all the way perfect, but as long as you have that shape going, you're going to be good. So you see how, like, it's still, like, a little bit uneven? But then that's when that shows me like, okay, like you still might have to, you know, go in with an eyebrow, you know, pencil or something and just kind of clear up those spaces. Make sure you don't blend it with the concealer because then that'll be a hot mess. But if you just can go in and just go in and just make sure that, you know, because I'm such a perfectionist. Like, me being a Libra, like, we're so much like a perfectionist that like I just really like for my eyebrows to look good. But, you know, people do always tell me like that, you know, they like them, but I'm like, this took me like 30 minutes. Like, no. But yeah. And then, okay, and I'm gonna pull out my other like eyebrow brush because this helps me to define it and to put in the concealer, and this really helps me blend it out. And you know, you do want to have it a little bit, just a little bit moist so that it blends a little bit better. But then I just go in and just blend that out. So here you go, and then just blend that out. You see how it like blends so much better. At first it didn't even have no moisture on it. I had to like go put some water. I'm like, I need some moisture. But yeah, you guys just blend, 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 blend. And just blend.
And I feel like the concealer just makes it pop so much better that like even if your eyebrows did look a little crazy, like once you put your concealer, you're fine. Like you see how like it already looks
so much better. Okay. And then you see, like, the concealer does wonders, you guys. And then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. Like, I totally forgot that, like, with my foundation, I usually will put that on the top of my eyebrows because I don't like for it to look so bright, like, at the top. So I'll go in with some foundation. And then I kind of just flat surface this one, like flat surface my brush so that it's just kind of gliding over. If that makes sense. Just gliding over. Just gliding. Just gliding, just like that. And then I go in again and just gliding. I feel like it's so fun. It's like painting. And you guys, like, I was so stressed out today. Like, it's just been a lot, but like doing makeup, it makes me feel so much calmer. So then you just glide. It's a little bit harder on this side because, you know, I'm like right-handed. I'm not left-handed, and like this is like the left side of my face, but still just gliding. And I feel like the eyebrow that like is on your dominant your dominant hand, like on the side of your dominant hand, if that makes sense. That's the eyebrow that usually looks better, just because like you can control that part more. But yeah. And then just go on and blend it out. And then I usually just use the brush similar to what I was doing at the bottom. And just blending it out, working it out. This side looks so much better, but like that's part of eyebrows, you guys. Like you're always gonna have a side of your eyebrow that just looks so much better than the other one. Like it's just, that's just eyebrow life. Like yeah, that's just eyebrow life. Okay, and then you see how this one's like usually this side usually is a little bit thicker and just like less crisp in my opinion. So like sometimes I'll just go in like more with the brush and kind of just bring it down a little bit more. You know? And again, they're sisters, not twins, okay? So then I'm gonna go back in and just perfect it. Because I just want this one to look a little bit more. You see? Gorgeous. A little bit more. You see? Gorgeous.